In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
The lab results showed 2 DNA types in the semen from the autopsy. Neither belonged to Ethan Chance or Marcus Cole.
Followed her into the building, waited till she opened the door, and pushed his way into the apartment.
We met in the chat room, hooked up at flings. I wasn't lying when I said she came on to me. That's all we ever wanted until things got out of control.
About 7 in the morning, I got to Miss Owen's apartment building, and the police were there.
What happened next?
I asked what's going on.
Anybody answer you?
Guy in the crowd.
What exactly did he tell you?
Woman on the 3rd floor was raped and strangled. A teacher.
And did you later come to know the identity of this man?
Yes. Philip Montrose.
Thank you, Ethan. Ladies and gentlemen of the grand jury, you've now come to hear from the police, Miss Owen's former lover who admitting having sex with her the night of the murder, and this young man to whom the defendant, Philip Montrose, revealed a detail of the crime only the killer and the police could have known at the time. This concludes the people's case. I ask now that you consider excuse me. What's going on here?
My client would like to exercise her rights to make a statement to the grand jury.
Too late.
They haven't voted.
I know what you're trying to do. It won't work.
You gotta play to win. Let's see what a judge decides.
.50 of the CPL says notice must be filed within a timely fashion.
Read the statute. It says the defendant can appear as long as the indictment hasn't been filed. They haven't even voted.
You told me yesterday your client declined to testify.
Well, she changed her mind. That's her right.
Your Honor, her entire strategy is to blame the victim for her own murder. She'll poison the grand jury by revealing Marnie Owen's sexual history.
Well, it's all relevant.
Mrs. Matthew, you are a viper, and right on the edge from a call from me to the disciplinary hearing.
If you deny my client's rights and she's indicted, I'll move for dismissal.
Of course you will, and I'll have to grant that motion, and you'll have to represent your entire case.
Your Honor,
I don't like it any more than you do. But you can still get her in a cross-examination. And she's a sitting duck, because Miss Matthews here can't object.
I met Miss Owens through a personal ad she placed on an internet website looking for sex partners. Miss Owens invited me for an hour-long quickie at a Midtown hotel. She then invited me to Dante's Inferno, a sex club. I was one of 5 people to have intercourse with Miss Owens that night. We returned to the club numerous times, began a relationship. On the night of her murder, Marnie came to my apartment. She was desperate, said that one of her students had seen the nude photo from the internet ad. She was worried it was going to ruin her teaching career. She asked me to have sex. I agreed. She was insatiable. I didn't kill her. Thank you.
you had sex with Miss Owens the night she was murdered. Why did you lie to the police?
I'm involved in a bitter divorce. It's ammunition for my wife if that gets out.
Isn't it true that you kept a scrapbook of photos you took of Miss Owens without her knowledge?
Marnie saw the photos. They excited her.
You told police Miss Owens was your, quote, favorite ride.
No one forced Marnie to do anything at Dante she didn't want to do.
Answer the question. Did you say that?
Yes.
Didn't you also go to her apartment the morning after she was found dead?
I was worried about her.
Where you then told a young bystander she had been raped and
Oh,
strangled?
I didn't know what happened. I wasn't there. I don't have any details.
You followed her to school. You followed her home. You were jealous.
I wasn't.
Angry, weren't you? Because she had been having sex with other men.
You think I'm jealous of that slut? You have to care about someone to be jealous. She was a whore!
Stick to the facts relevant to the case, Ms.
Those
Montrose.
are relevant to the case. She would bet anyone, anywhere, anytime, as many as she could. She'd pick up guys off the street. God knows who Marnie picked up on the way back from my place because she needed another fix.
She needed her fix. You stalked the woman in Connecticut, then Marnie Owens. Now she's dead. What about your fix, Miss Montrose?